This weekend, we have a lot of great entertainment. One jazz legend with timeless hits is on tour, and because he used to be stationed at Fort Knox as a reserve, he's got fond memories right here in Louisville. WHAS 11's Shirlene Shanklin, photojournalist Aspen Hester, and digital producer CJ Daniels introduce us to Bob James.
At the age of 4, he accompanied his older sister to a piano lesson, which turned into a glimpse of his unbelievable career.
I noticed that I started fiddling around with the piano, and apparently I made a couple of chords that made sense.
Robert Bob James is known all over the world for his music. He chose the art of jazz, which gave him the opportunity to go with the flow.
I discovered that a lot of jazz is improvised, and you just play what comes into your head, and little by little I became very fascinated by that, and even my parents would show me off at parties that I'd go over the piano and no idea what I was going to play and play this improvised piece for them. So that intrigued me, and I never looked back.
James did get formal training attending the University of Michigan, majoring in composition and receiving a master's degree in 1962. He had a fascination with avant-garde jazz, and he created a trio with a bass player and a drummer. They went to a jazz festival held at Notre Dame University, where he met and worked with the late, great Quincy Jones.
I don't even remember whether I knew Quincy Jones was a judge, or I may not have even known that much about him at the time, but he really liked what we did, and he was laughing along with us, and he became very interested in this sort of daring, shocking, avant-garde way that we were playing our jazz at that time.
The trio won, and their career took off as the budding producer Jones helped them seal the deal.
He signed me to make a record for the Mercury label, where he was working as a producer.
The gigs started coming in with some famous names attached to them.
Sarah Vaughan was a fantastic jazz singer, and she ended up hiring me to be her pianist. And I worked for her for 4 years. Little by little, I met many, many other jazz musicians, Ron Carter and Hubert Laws, eventually Grover Washington Jr., and my life took a big turn for the better.
Bob James has recorded over 50 albums, along with a lot of collaborations, being nominated for the Grammy Awards and plenty of honors.
Now I can say, looking back, at my age, I feel so fortunate that this became my life, that the piano is still my friend. I'm still able to play and go out on tour and perform for people. I have no regrets of choosing that as a way of life.
I bet you didn't know that James also played a significant role in the formation of hip-hop and music sampling.
When the hip-hop and the rap field started to emerge, I was really, really shocked that my music had been sampled and had found a place, because I wasn't directly involved at that time at all. I was very happy being in the jazz community, and it was actually the song "Lustrous Lady" that Jazzy Jeff had sampled on an album called He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper. He and Will Smith had a group called Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Other artists like Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, and Run DMC also sampled James's work. Today, he's still evolving, from theme songs to some of your favorite television shows and movies, to his latest album and tour, making a stop in Louisville at the Memorial Auditorium, and he promises it will be an experience.
And the spirit of jazz, with the emphasis on improvisation, what goes along with that is the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen next, and I love to take the listeners out on that kind of adventure.
With the music industry changing, James gives artists a little advice.
I would say is enjoy the process of doing it, and whatever you do, do it from your heart with sincerity.
For WHAS 11 News, I'm Shirlene Shanklin with photojournalist Aspen Hester and digital producer CJ Daniels for WHAS 11 News, on your side.
The Bob James Quartet will be at the Memorial Auditorium tomorrow night at 6 here in Louisville. Tickets are still available. You can go to this story on our website where a link for tickets is